And we should be good for the most part. Okay. Boop, boop. And over here. Hello, Spicy. Welcome on in on the YouTube side. You are indeed early. Comparatively to everybody else, you were the first. So, congrats. Okay, why did it publish that but not the other thing? There we go. Come on. Something went wrong. Okay, you know what? That's okay. I didn't need it to go right anyway. Why? Why would I want anything to go right? This is not the day for things to go right. In fact, it's actually the day that everything should go wrong. And if you don't understand what I mean yet, I don't either, so it's okay. We're all in the same boat here. Go ahead and redeem your first and submit your taxes, everybody. It is going to be a good day. That was my 200th tax submission. Now, I think I've missed a couple of days. More than a few. But it's been 200 streams since we added the taxes. So that's kind of crazy. That is a little bit crazy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Okay, boop. Just want to make sure we're all good and ready to go. I believe we are. All right. I'm tired. I've done nothing today. Absolutely nothing. And let me tell you guys, it's been kind of nice. I wish I did more. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do kind of wish I did a little bit more. But I also don't necessarily feel like I don't feel bad about not doing more. That's weird to say. But I just kind of sat here. I didn't do any work, really. I did a thumbnail for a VOD. And then I published that VOD. And I uninstalled Phasmophobia because the file was corrupted and Steam didn't really want to fix it, so I just deleted it. So I haven't played it in over a year now. And then... did they change my appointment settings again? What did they do? Hang on, my doctor's office just sent me a message. What's going on? What did they do? What did they do? I want to know. I want to know. Can be buffering? I am indeed buffering. Come on. Come on. We just started stream. It's too early for this. It's too early for this. Come on. I'm gonna crash out. Guys. It comes and goes in waves, you know? It decides, like, hey, sometimes I'm gonna work, and other times I'm just not. My internet is, like, goofy, because, like, right now we're running at 30. Wait, hang on. Yeah, we're running at 30,000 kilobytes per second. Kilobits, whatever. I don't know. But we're running at really, really, really high bit rate. Because we're trying to catch up. I have dropped 17,000 frames. I just lost complete connection. Guys, can anyone explain to me why? Can we just, like, ask why is this the way it is? Alright, are we good now? It probably restarted my Twitch stream. In which case, I'm gonna have to do some more VOD stitching. You know, my favorite thing in the world. VOD stitching. Great stuff. Yep. I got a whole 3 minutes and 46 seconds to stitch back into the beginning. Yay. You changed setups? Nope. Same setup. Same exact setup. Hello, used. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. No, it's not. I know it. This is the same setup. I have been using this. Like, I guess, like, if you want to go... When did I change over to using a face cam with a background? That would have been back in, like... I don't know, probably... It wasn't February. But it's, It may have been even older than that. No, it was back in December, if I remember correctly. December of last year. It's been over a year that I've had the background. I had the mic longer than that. That would have been my only other addition to the setup. Hello, Andres. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Rowan, welcome on in. Congrats on grabbing the first redemption. Hope you're doing well. Waffle indeed. Hello, hello. I'm sad because my new ISP for when I move had basically said, oh yeah, my old 100 megabits down with my 30 up is going to be closer to 30 down and 5 up. Oof. That's not fun. That is not fun at all. What the heck? What the heck? I remember you using Facecam when I joined. Yep, I've been using Facecam my entire time streaming. I've definitely been doing that. Do you have a Discord? Yes. If you do ! Discord, it should post a link to the chat. The spicy wheat peppers streams are most likely getting canceled for a long time. It sounds like it. I hope they sort that out for you. But I also understand sometimes you just gotta live with what you got, and that does suck. I hope it sorts itself out, though. I really do. 3 minutes of ads for real. Yeah. Because for whatever reason, my ISP decided to dip out on me for a little bit there. Twitch decides that they're gonna play more ads. Because at the start of every stream, it plays 3 minutes of ads so that you guys get ad previewing for the next hour. But because that I lost connection, it decided that it was going to, I guess, post ads to the channel again. It's stupid. I'm sorry. I really am. Did you hear that song? I did not. I'm sorry. I have not really done a whole lot today. Outside of going to the store for one singular item, I haven't done anything today. So, it's been kind of nice not doing anything, but I feel kind of bad as well. Because I really should have been working on Omnia. I should have been working on something. But I didn't do anything. I mean, in all fairness, I woke up like 7 hours ago. So... Can that count as fairness? I've eaten twice. Like, let's say maybe I really just enjoy my food and I take like a full hour to eat. That's like only 5 hours left, right? That's a reasonable amount of time to do nothing in, I think. That's not reasonable at all. Sorry I haven't been here recently, but school and important school things. This school year thingy is kind of important. So no worries, dude. Don't ever feel bad and don't feel like you gotta apologize. But I appreciate you being here nonetheless. But school comes first, okay, guys? It does. Do you make songs? I do not know, but I play guitar sometimes. I just don't play very good anymore. But I'm still trying to keep up with it the best I can. Trying to get King to make a song, an album. Maybe one day. I don't know. We'll see. I think it would be cool to make an album, but I personally don't think I have an angelic voice like some believe me to have. And I also don't really think I play music all that well. So, you know, there's a couple of issues there, but I like the idea. If I do /place structure mansion, failed the place. Okay, so if I do /set block right here, and we do like a grass block, right? Oh. Can I place the mansion now? No. I can place Woodland Mansion rooms, but I can't place the mansion itself. You know, this whole series, it really starts having a damper on my plans when Minecraft commands don't work at all the way that you'd think they would. It was hard enough getting the end ship to spawn, because you couldn't spawn in an end city for some reason. But you can't place certain structures just because Minecraft says it doesn't fit our rule set. But if you're using commands, I don't think you really care if it fits the rule set of whether or not it should spawn. It should spawn, because I'm telling it to. That is why it should spawn. I could world edit, I guess, later. That's probably my best bet, really, is to world edit it. Don't know. I don't know. I woke up 6 hours ago and I still got to stream, basically saying this is my last stream for a while. Oof. Yeah, I woke up. Well, I didn't wake up 7 hours ago, but I basically did. I woke up, I guess, probably 9 or 10 hours ago, and then I fell back asleep, and I woke up several times after that. But my body is just exhausted. My mind, fine. Besides, you know, when when my brain melts a little bit. But, you know, that's few and far between, okay? That... And that's not due to, it's not due to tiredness, more so it's just like, again, I feel like I can still do work, I just can't make coherent sense to anybody else, but I can write, I can edit, and I can even build and do repetitive tasks just fine when I have the brain fog. I just can't communicate that well to people. And that's one of the major issues I've got. So I need to check. They just sent me another message. My doctor did. I don't know. What do they want? Like, it is... They keep sending me the same thing, and it keeps saying it's changed, but it has not changed. It's still set for the same day, the same exact time, same doctor, same location. You know, doctors, am I right? They definitely make a lot of sense. Yep. Why is it changing? It is literally the same. Okay. I'm not gonna fight with them. We need to... How do you set blocks? Set block. Wow. Alright. Grass. Okay. I woke up 17 hours ago, jeez. See, that's part of the benefits of not being in school and being self-employed. I don't have to wake up, like, ever, technically. I could just perish, and I would not be letting anybody down. Besides myself, I guess, which is, I guess to call myself nobody would be a little harsh. But, maybe partially, just a little bit true. 72, what's this way? Negative X, negative Z, okay. Slash fill -1, bop, 2, we'll go with, like, I don't know, 100? -100. We'll do that as grass blocks. Okay, so theoretically, this should be big enough for the woodland mansion. So now if I do slash structure or slash place structure, woodland mansion, or mansion. Okay, maybe it's placing on the wrong corner. Can I place it right here? Perhaps right here. Okay, I don't care. Whatever. I cannot bring myself to care one bit right now. You know what I can do, though? I can do / place feature. And, roof. Nope. Dark. Oh. I just gotta place these everywhere. You know, it'd be kind of nice if they had, like, a generate forest button. Do they have that? Like, / place feature. No. / fill. Dark _oak _trees. No. Okay. Oh well. Oh well. I wake up and not get out of bed. That's fair. I understand. I'm gonna go into spectator to do this. Yeah. Because now I can kind of just... kind of just do whatever I want while I'm doing that. Yeah, that's a similar problem to what I've got, Rowan. I, really can't get out of bed. And it's not because I don't want to. You know, a lot of people are like, man, I can't get out of bed. I just can't bring myself to do it. Like, I want to get out of bed. It's not that I do not want to be out of bed. Although some mornings it is a little cold, and I'm not gonna lie, the comforts of the cover are pretty nice. But I still want to be up out of bed because I'd rather get work done than lay there. But whatever condition I'm in does not seem to care that I want to get out of bed. I am pretty well stuck with it. I'm chronically tired. But that's okay. Because I'll live. Sorry, King, but you're now being delegated to my second monitor. Nah, I respect it, dude. I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. King, how do you feel about having your own song on the Spice Pack album? Probably not a good idea, just due to the state I'm in. But, you know, depending on when it's all happening, maybe I won't rule it out in its entirety. I'm just, like, exhausted. I don't know if I have the energy for anything, really. I was telling Gus the other day, I really only have energy for about 2 hours a day to actually do much of anything. And so I choose to use that on stream if I can. Because right now that's just where I think it makes the most sense for me to use it. It's where I'm most proud of that energy being spent. Even though I do also do other things off stream, it's just that's... You know, I can do other tasks after stream. It's just I can't do things that require a filter, for one. So if I'm streaming longer than 2 hours, there's a good chance I'm gonna probably be a little wacky, and that's just the way it goes. And I don't think if it requires me to move around, forget that. My guitar I can't play really longer than 30 minutes now. Focus isn't a problem right now, thankfully. But it is a never-ending battle to actually succeed in doing much of anything on any given day. Writing has been something I've been able to do a pretty decent amount of. So I've been just taking up some writing, especially to do with Omnia, my video game. I can do a lot of writing for that. So that's what I've just been kind of spending my days on until we get myself figured out, which hopefully will be soon. You know, I've got hope that they figure me out, but that hope dwindles. You know, it comes and goes kind of deal. You know, I've given you guys my fair share of opinions on doctors. I'm kind of hoping I get one of the nut job doctors who are like probably not exactly the most scientific, just because at this point in time I'll take anything. Like I just need somebody else's opinion on this, because I haven't had a professional opinion on the specific thing I think I'm experiencing, but the opinions that I have seeked out have basically said, we don't know, we need to elevate this. Which I'm glad that they at least had the confidence to tell me, yeah, we don't feel comfortable trying to diagnose you. But at the same time, it sucks chasing answers and getting no answer. So I'm hopeful that this next appointment just seals the deal. We get whatever we need, and then I can be done with doctors. That would be really nice. It's wishful thinking, but it is thinking nonetheless. Hello, Al. Welcome on in. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I've been doing all right. I'm pretty tired, but I'm hanging in there. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh. Accidentally kind of put him off the edge. That's okay. Guess the forest is getting a slight expansion here. I'll fluff up the edges a little bit more to make it pretty, but it's okay. For now, that's just what it's gonna be. I'm doing good, though stressed a bit lately, but mostly good. Well, I'm glad that you're doing good. I'm sorry that you're stressed, but, you know. It's good to also be able to look on the bright side and say that you're also doing good. You know, two things can be true at one time. And in this case, I'm glad that those two things are true at least. You know, to be doing good is better than doing bad and stressed. I can confirm that much. It'll be out September 6th, 2026. Okay, so next year. I can't speak on how I will feel, but I will let you know. I will definitely let you know. Well, I was gonna put a whole woodland mansion on this thing, but you know, woodland mansion just won't spawn right now. So for now, this is what we're getting. World edit will save me later, and it'll be okay. But what I do want to do is just rip up one of these trees really quick, because I need to put the chest down with all the stuff that came out in this update, which, if I'm not mistaken, is like observer blocks, totems, shulker boxes. What else? Curse enchantments. And this is like the first Minecraft update that I really followed. I think this is when they added firework rocket boosting with your Elytra. Funnily enough, several versions after the wings were added. Let's pull up the wiki page. Yeah, no, I was pretty much right. Okay, oh. And chest. We're just gonna do a double chest right here. And then I need to also over here. Alright. There we go. So yeah, I was mostly right. So there were several spawn eggs. Forget that. Wither, skeleton, stray, husk. Yeah, husk. Elder guardian, donkey. Okay. Mule. Mule. And then the skeleton horse. And the zombie horse. And then the zombie villager. Those spawn eggs were all added to the game. And then they had... Oh boy. Oh boy. Welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going? Let me get you some shouts. If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow King Elfie. Phenomenal guy. Upstanding person, really. Great streamer. How was the rest of your stream, Alfie? I was lurking for a little bit over there, and I know you were chopping trees on the viewer joinable server. Which, by the way, guys, I haven't like, I don't think I've outright like advertised this, but Alfie is like, he owns his own SMP. So if you're still waiting on my SMP, go check out his, because his is better anyway. Let's see. Stream is good. Got lots of stuff collected. How are things going here? They're going pretty good. They're going pretty good, and I'm glad that you were able to get things collected. We are building. We're building like our next big video set. I wanted to cover every single Minecraft update ever. And I was like, oh, it would be kind of cool to build little sets for each of these. And so I was like, okay, yeah, it should be simple enough. So, you know, the update that changed the world. And I think back here somewhere, I think the horse update, no, this is pretty scary. I gotta still add some things to it, but we've been updating and adding every single new feature into little chests and building things, and it's been really fun to learn the history of Minecraft through this. Right now we're on 1.11, the exploration update, which added really good music. It's just really loud. But this added the Woodland Mansion, totems, observer blocks, shulker boxes, and I believe rocket boosting with your elytra. So really big update, really. But I don't really have to do a ton to it. I am gonna add bottoms to it. I'm just waiting to add world edit to this file, because I don't wanna do it by hand. Listen, guys, you get spoiled with Alfie over there. I know he does like a lot of his stuff by hand. I'm a baby, okay? World edit and Axiom. Those are my best friends. And I stand by it. I stand by it. I will use it for texturing, and I will use it for shaping. I remember playing through all these updates. When was your first update, Alfie, if you don't mind me asking? Or your first version of the game, even. I know you said it was probably on browser, right? I feel like you said that. 1.2 beta? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I know where that is. It's been nice having a timeline. By TP... Me to, like there? Yeah. Pre-classic, classic. In-dev, inf-dev... Beta? No. That's alpha. Is it? Is this alpha or is that... This is beta. I kind of added everything from beta into one version. This is full release over here, funnily enough. I don't know why I put the Mushroom Island front and center. It should have been the End Island. I can fix that later. The version before the Nether was added is when I actually started playing regularly. Okay. I see. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. You have a really old profile. Holy cow. I'm an OG. I believe you're what the kids would call, what is it? An unk? I think that might be what you are. Just quite possibly. Also, in the fan, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Need to close that. There we go. Save my computer resources. Close extra tab. We're good now. I'm a Minecraft boomer? No kidding, dude. You're ancient. You're washed. No, you're not washed. That's the wrong word. I'm sorry. You're not washed. You're still very much talented. This is when I started following updates, was 1.11, but I started playing back in like 2012 on the Xbox, so it was like title update 12 or something like that. I don't know. Whenever the first Minecraft disc version was out for the Xbox, that's what I played on for several years. because we never updated our Xbox. We just didn't ever connect it to the internet. That was a foreign idea to my parents, so it was kind of hard to get them to let us do it. So we just didn't update Minecraft for the longest time. And it was eye-opening going from Xbox 360 to Java, because I started playing Java back in 1.12, maybe 1.13. I just had its first snapshots. It was somewhere in that zone anyway. It's been a while. It's been a long while. I'm in my prime. Thank you very much. we can lie if we want to, you know. No, you're very good at Minecraft. Actually, I'm trying to think outside of like a couple of small instances of death on like the Forever World. You know, you actually are really good at Minecraft, and I very rarely see you die. Slash set block right here, grass. So this was World of Color, 1.12 was. We'll go back over there. The structure command sucks, and it won't let me place a woodland mansion, so I'm gonna cheat and world edit that in later. World of Color. That would have been, what am I doing? We could just, like, World of Color would have been concrete. They resaturated, like, all the colors. And then, I guess, what else did they do? Like, that was when they added, hang on. They added, debug stick, right? That would have been World of Color, I think. So you can, nope. There we go. So you can do these cool things. I don't remember how to use the thing, actually. There we go. Yay! Debug stick. I always forget it exists. It's a really cool thing. I just have no point to it. But it's really cool. I'm gonna Google it, because I actually do need to do this, apparently. Also, Alfie and crew, we didn't finish, did we? We didn't finish the other island. I forgot to finish placing things in there. We'll come back to this. That's just preheating, yeah. Not the term I'm using. But if you all need to head out, rate and run, do the post-stream things, please feel free to do so. Several, 6, 7, okay. Okay, Nathan. 6, 7. Whatever you say. Observer block, all the shulker colors. I'll be lurking. Appreciate it very much, man. Thank you so much again for the raid, and we will catch you again another time. If I could get all the updates done this month, I will be a very happy man. If I don't get them all done this month, I will be a little less happy of a man. Wait, what? Shulker boxes. Dyeing a shulker purple returns it to its default color. Purple shulker boxes didn't exist? Huh. You learn something new every day. This was the purple shulker box, and I guess in its defense, it is purple. So, like, I guess, I just, okay. These are things you forget about. They also added the curses. Lovely item. People were so hyped about that, and then... Huh. Okay. No, nobody uses them. Slash give me... Explorer... I get... What are they called? Ocean Explorer map? I can't get it from that, so what I'm gonna have to do... Okay, villager. There is a way to do this. There's more than one way to skin this cat. Geography? No. Cartography. Cartography table. Hello, good sir. I need everything. Give me every ounce of your monies. I need a Ocean Explorer map, and I also need the other map. Like, stat. Found a very old clip of you. That's concerning. That is a very concerning thing to say, because there's a lot of really bad clips of me. You can't post links in chat, they don't show. Are you a part of the Discord used? I could probably tell you what the clip is if you give me a small bit of context. But my clips were pretty unhinged back then. Huh. Okay. You did not give me your podcast? My podcast. My podcast. What podcast? I guess, like, I did have a podcast for a very short time. Like, when I say a very short time, I mean it would have been back... Ah, man, like 2023? Maybe? And, it was me and Admiral. We did one episode, and then I never did another episode after it. Check media? Okay. Will do. Will do. What is... Oh boy, those browser tabs. What is this gonna be? Well, sneak peek. You guys get to see my... my just casually leaking things, you know me. Oh. I forgot. I didn't mean to show you guys the podcast. Right. I forgot. I forgot that I did leak that. I've leaked a lot of things. I am the master leaker. Like, nobody quite leaks just as good as me. I leak just simply better. I remember the first Starfield stream. Dude, Starfield, yes. Starfield is good. Villager? You know what I want? Just give it to me, please. I just had a thought. Technically speaking, he may not be able to offer me maps, like Ocean Explorer map. I actually don't know. Compass. Because, like, technically speaking, they do offer Ocean Explorer maps, but because I'm in a super flat world and we're in a certain biome, I don't know if he can. Is that the same pattern that I had earlier? I guess, like, it would make sense if he offered the globe pattern. I don't... Well, you know what? Instead of getting an Ocean Explorer map or a Woodland Explorer map through other means, which I could do with a saved toolbar. I've never actually used saved toolbars. I hear they're very helpful. I just don't do it. I'll just get them myself, or I'll fake it rather. There's this cool thing. So I need to get my curse books back. Curse of Binding, Curse of Vanishing. I need an anvil. I also need a map. Well, I need 2 maps, actually. Okay, this map is an ocean explorer map, right? Yeah. And then this one is a woodland explorer map, right? Yeah. Boop. And then that just leaves a couple of items like a Totem of Undying, which I forgot how strange they look, but they look interesting. And then there was some new spawn eggs added, like the Evoker. I'm gonna assume the next one is Vindicator. Nope, it was Vex, and Llama. I forgot! Llamas were also added in this version. How did I forget about llamas? Llama. There we go. That is 1.11 in a box. Sorry I missed start of stream. Was occupied Minecrafting and modding. No, you're all good, Nafan. Don't you worry about it. I appreciate you being here, though. You said you're buying it early and playing your money worth. I still don't know if you did. I think back then my standard was that in order to get my money's worth out of it, I had to have at least $1 per hour of fun. So, by that logic, how many hours do I have in Starfield? I have 221.5 hours. I spent $100 for it. So I did get my money's worth out of it, technically speaking. I gotta go stream. Talk to you later, I guess. All right, sounds good, Spicy. Try to have a good last stream. Last for now. Appreciate you being here, though. I do want to play more Starfield. It's really laggy because I don't have enough space on my SSD right now. And so playing it on an HDD is just bad. Don't do that to yourselves, like, ever. But I do like Starfield. It feels a little empty, which is what's really inspired me to make my game. But it's got a really good basis there to be something. Your game? Oh boy, use. I am making a game. It is a space exploration, open world RPG, choose your own adventure, survival, dating sim. I think that's like an appropriate definition for Omnia, right, Nafan? Right, Fox? You guys would know, right? Also, hi, Oddly Fox. Good to see you. King of Leaks, let me see the leaks. There's nothing cool to show yet. But, I could read you an excerpt out of my game design document. Would you guys prefer that? Let's see. Yes, King of Leaks. Okay. I love that that's my new name. That is good. So in terms of genres, I just looked at Wikipedia and I added every genre that this could fit under. And I didn't include some others because I felt like they were too narrow. And I didn't want people to think that Omnia was just that. Like, this would technically also be able to be a 4X game. However, it's not, like, exclusively a 4X game kind of deal. So it's an action shooter, first-person shooter, stealth, survival, adventure, RPG, simulation, strategy, sandbox, open-world game. My summary here is Omnia is a game where the player is in charge of their experience. We are so pro player that we even give them the tools to enhance their experience with modding, with the ability to interact with the NPCs via their microphone, the fact that every single game feature ties in and affects the other features, and the immersive graphics. We built a game like no other. It's why I have no choice but to tell people Omnia isn't just a game, it's an experience. It's a living, breathing world that's unique to every single user who engages with it, incorporating technology that doesn't exist yet and pushing the bar on what current tech can do. Omnia is going to immerse players in every single aspect. At first glance, Omnia is just another space exploration game, but in reality, it's so much more. Every single mechanic added to the game is carefully crafted to be as realistic and as in-depth as possible to provide an authentic experience for what real life as an intergalactic human species might look like. At its core, at the core of every game, fun is a priority. We are also striving to impress nerds of every type when they see that their special interests in life are accurately represented in the game. Beyond just game mechanics, we have the biggest and most complicated NPC system of any game out there. Every single NPC is running its own backend AI so that the player can interact and chat with it to form a relationship. These interactions can go as deep as the player would like, and all the way to marriage and nemesis. Sure. These aren't some crappy NPCs either. You've heard the saying, words are weapons. In Omnia, they quite literally can be. While each NPC has different tolerances, with enough harassment, you can probably convince just about any NPC to do your will. The game juice is another aspect of Omnia that I'm super proud of. The graphic capabilities range from 2D pixel art all the way up to hyperrealism. Whether you're running a simple office computer or a supercomputer, the graphics will never be an issue. Beyond that, we have some of the most realistic audio in the entire games industry, complete with sound dampening, proper reverb, and correctly set up surround sound. We have an unmatched audio system that the player is truly able to fully lock in and get sucked into the experience. Furthermore, we never want anyone to be excluded, so we always are looking for new ways to optimize Omnia so that it can run on as many devices as possible, including, but not limited to, PC, console, VR, and perhaps mobile. That's probably like the best I can give you there. I could read a bunch more. There's 9 pages, 10 pages now. Actually, it's 11 pages of dialogue that I've got written down for just the design of the game. But that right there was just the overview. It didn't include the art. It didn't include any of my design philosophy or my vision for the full game. It didn't include any of my inspirations. It didn't include the core gameplay, really. It just kind of gave you a brief idea of what the game sounds like. I will happily answer any questions about it. I've talked about it. The game's not a secret by any means. So, you know, I don't mind talking about it. How much would it cost? That is the ultimate question, and it's been the question I've been asked a lot. I do not want price to be a factor for people not playing my game. With the fact that it's just me making the game, it's just about how much time investment I'm putting into it. We're going to be adopting a early access approach, so the earlier you buy, the cheaper the game will be. So if you buy the game on first, public testing version, it may be $10, $15, $20. I don't know. But as we add more features, the game will eventually grow in terms of price. With the final price, I would like it to be within the $40 to $60 range. But considering it is a AAA title from an indie studio, technically speaking, I could probably jack up the price a lot more. But I really don't want to. Like I said, I'm the only guy working on this. I don't have anybody to pay for I don't have to pay anybody to do art. I'm gonna try to do that myself. I don't have to pay I'm gonna have to pay people to do music at some point, probably. That's the only other thing. But that'll be out of the budget from when money starts flowing in. But I would encourage people to probably buy it while it's on its first couple of releases. It's just about when I decide what full release will look like, version 1.0. When that comes out, you know, that's when it's going to be at its full price. I will probably not raise the price again after that, except for the fact that I'm doing a live service game. So it is live service, and when I say live service, I don't mean Call of Duty, okay? What I mean is like Minecraft. I am still providing free updates. I'm not going to be doing DLCs. I'm not making a second Omnia. It's one game on as many updates as I can pump out in my lifetime, and that's what you guys are getting. I hate DLCs. I hate them too. I'm not going to charge you guys money to get features that should have been in the base game, because I've already, somewhere at one point in time in my, yeah, here it is. Here's another excerpt from my inspiration spot in the Omnia game design document. At the end of the day, Omnia is inspired by the real world. Like, that is hard truth right there. The game is so focused on realism that it is inspired by the real world. And I want to make it as close to that while still keeping it fun. It's a grounded sci-fi. I call it science nonfiction. But that's technically like a misleading term, because that would be like, science nonfiction would be science. But it's you know how like on a compass you have north, northwest, so like it's more north than it is west, but it is still northwest. It's between those two poles, northwest and north. It's kind of like that. It's leaning more towards fiction than just pure science. But between science fiction and science, it's more towards, or it's right by science. Don't know if that makes any sense. Science to a degree, yes. It's gonna be fun, I think, anyway. Also, I forgot to check, is there any other world gen changes? Woodland Mansions. And then that looks like it was it. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Well, that means I can go to 1.12 now. Is there any world gen changes there? Nope. There is none. That's good for me. That is really good for me. The World of Color update actually had some goated stuff. Oh, that was when the parrots were added. Okay. You learn something new every day. / giving knowledge book. You know, I still don't know what the knowledge book is. I thought that was just a crafting book. But it doesn't seem to be. I don't know. I don't. Chest. Get me chest. Lee, welcome on in. Thank you for submitting your taxes. How are we doing today? I'm doing all right. I'm pretty tired, but I've done nothing, and I'm okay with that. What about 3D? Yes, the game will be 2D and 3D. Wow. It will be 3D, but it will be... I'll wait till you're out of ads to explain that, because it does me no good to try to explain it right now. I made a quote. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm not in ads anymore? Okay, gotcha. So it will be 3D, but it so you know how in you may not, I don't know, but in the original Doom game, Doom 1983, I think, was that the year it came out? I don't know. That Doom, it was considered 3D in the sense that you could walk around within a 3D space, but everything was flat, so it just turned to look at you. That's actually how items used to be, like tile items. I believe that used to be how they were. I could be incorrect on that, but that used to be how games worked in 3D. It wasn't actually a 3D game. That's the lowest graphic capability we're gonna have, and that's so that players can actually play on the lowest end devices. I never want somebody to not be able to play my game just because they don't have a super expensive computer. Now, make no mistake, it will be resource intensive because of the NPCs. Because, like, I'm not making some baby, city. That was the thing about that I felt was missing in Starfield. All the cities felt empty, even though they were, supposed to be all that was left of humanity. There was so much empty space there. So my NPC system is going to eat up a lot of resources for sure, especially with the fact that you're actually gonna be able to converse with these guys, and they'll be persistent across saves. So it will eat up computer resources. I know that, but I'm gonna do my best to optimize it, and I'm never gonna stop trying to optimize it. That is one of the big things. After a while, most game companies are kind of like, good enough. And I'm sure at some point in time, I probably will get to that same conclusion. It's like, it's as good as it gets. I can't make it better for everybody. At some point in time, I need to suck it up and just say that's enough and be okay that I can't make everybody be able to play my game. But I want to try to do my best to allow everybody to have a chance. Magenta. And then pink. Alright, now we want my knowledge book, which I can't get, but we also need the parrot egg. We need the white bed, the light gray bed, the gray bed, the black bed. Slash give knowledge book. And I need more beds. Brown bed. Red bed was already in the game. Orange, yellow, lime, green, cyan, light blue, blue, purple. And then, I can't spell magenta for some reason. I keep wanting to spell magenta instead of magenta. I don't know if that makes any sense or if it sounds different, but I keep putting in an E instead of an A. Boop. There we go. Alright, that's all the items added in the world of color. There was no world gen changes, so I can just kind of leave that alone. I've played old Doom, but, like, I didn't know how it worked. Okay, I see. So yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but, the, like, demons in the old school Dooms, they had two textures. They had one that was when it was looking at the player, and one that when it was looking behind the player, and it also had animation textures. So you could see the back of it, or you could see the front of it, and depending on which one you were closer to, whether it was the back or the front, it would display that texture. So that it didn't have to have a 3D model attached to it. We didn't have computers that could run 3D models at that time. So not in real time anyway, and it looked good. So that's kind of how that came to be to some degree. It was really smart. If you look at like the explosive barrels in the game as well, those are just 2D sprites that turn to face the player at all times as well. It was really ingenious, and I don't know if they were the first one to do that necessarily. I don't think they were, but it was really smart. And theoretically, because you would be reducing your lighting calculations for accurate shadows at that point, that helped. If you turn down your lighting system, which every player can, because I understand not everybody wants super realistic lighting in their game, you can do that too. The settings are going to be super fine-tunable. Different lighting engine options, sound engine options as well. We're going to be doing ray traced audio, which is going to be fun. As far as I'm aware, not many companies advertise ray traced audio, but it is a big deal. It is a really, really big deal in my opinion. And it makes me sad that we don't see that more often. Okay, that's good enough for now. 1.13, the update aquatic. This was a big one. I'm not really sure how to showcase update aquatic, if I'm honest. Because our island theming makes it hard to showcase oceans. That's the issue we had with the ocean monument. So I don't know if I want to like actually just go to the overworld and showcase it there, or what. I don't know. Our next update after that is a village and pillage update. Man, we're actually getting really close. I'm just now realizing 1.14. Okay, so 1.13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that right there is 9 updates. But 1.21 is going to have several mini updates around it. Those will be easy to build. So, you know, let's just kind of go and round it up. 10 updates to go. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, because about all the drops that we've had right now probably equate to what we would have gotten in one update. So, there's some good there, I think. I ain't gonna front with you. I decided not to stream. I just can't get myself in the mood to stream. That's fair. I respect that, Spicy. It's hard to get into the right mindset for streams, especially when you're already weighed down by the very reality of streams maybe not being as common anymore. So I get that to a certain degree. See, I think I want to do a little bit with this, because we could do... I don't know. I guess 1.13 must have added a debug stick. Yep, that's the one. Huh. The more you know. The more you know. I'm just trying to think what to put in here for World of Color to make it, like, pretty. I don't want to mess with Update Aquatic. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta have an idea for that. I kind of have a few ideas, but I don't love them. I don't know. Also, I'm being pinged. Why am I being pinged? Ah, I was pinged. Okay, I see. That is why I am being pinged. Okay. What do I want to do? We could skip 1.13. Not in its entirety. But skip it and we'll come back to it. But then we'd have to do 1.14. 1.14 kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. That was a big one. That was the issue. We're at that point in the series now where almost every update is a large one. So you've got 1.13 Update Aquatic, adds everything in the ocean that we know and love today. 1.14, which added pillagers and pillager outposts and updated all the villages. You got 1.15, which was the Buzzy Bees update, so it just added bees, beehives, and honey blocks. I think that was pretty much all added. I think it also added target blocks, now I think about it. 1.16 was the Nether update. Big one. 1.17 was Caves and Cliffs Part 1, so it was the blocks and mobs that got added in that version, I believe. 1.18 added all the world gen for it. 1.19 was the Wild update, which added Ancient Cities, the Warden, Swift Sneak, and Mangrove. The everybody's least favorite tree. Well, okay, not least favorite tree. I love the wood. I just hate chopping it down. Mangrove. And then 1.20 was cherry. Trail ruins. Trail ruins. And then 1.21 was trial chambers. And then there was a bunch of small updates from then until now. Oh, ping. Someone wanted to say hi. Yeah. They just wanted... No, they didn't just want to say hi. There was a small debate, and this person settled it for me. AKA, they told me I was right. Or more right, I would say. I feel like I was right, and that's all that matters. Are the clouds even moving? They're moving. Okay. Speaking of clouds, I watched the movie Clouds last night because I was bored. I was like, you know what? I could watch a movie. I probably should have went to bed because there is no reason for me to stay up and watch a movie that I've already seen like 2 times, 3 times now. But I wanted to. It was a good movie. I stand by it. Everybody should watch it once. Everybody should cry once. And then anything after that, I am not... I don't owe you guys any financial compensation. It's a very good movie, though. Watching movies are always fun. I never a bad time for that. For crying or for watching a movie. Or both. You know, that is a appropriate answer as well. Nope, that. And then like come over here. Alright. And then we'll like do this side as well. Okay, give me a second. We're doing this. We're shaping the island, guys. We're doing something. Look at me go. Ah, man, I need to do something more than just... These are two half-baked islands, too. Like, they're not even big. Like, that one would have been fine if I actually put the Woodland Mansion on it, but I'm still waiting on World Edit for that. This had no world generation changes, so I don't have to do anything there. Okay. 1.13. Let's just think, okay? What if we did like a fish tank? And then we put like some of the new features from 1.13 in the fish tank? Like a shipwreck, maybe? And then, we could do kelp and seagrass and that sort of thing. Maybe some coral even. An aquarium? Yeah. Okay. We could do that. Let's do like black concrete and spruce for the tank and the cabinet. And then, yeah. We'll come over here. Emmy, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. / set block right here to grass block. Oh, I also need glass, right? Did I forget the glass? No. Could not have been me. How big do we want this? Like maybe we do 15 by 25 / fill. Minus 25. Black concrete. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, set that to air. Okay. I see. That. And then do that. And then do black _ concrete. Okay. And then this one would be minus 15. I did that a little bit wrong. Okay. I was like, wait, why did it do that? I set it to just minus 15. I didn't set it to... Oh, and I set it to minus... okay. Yep. Black _ concrete. There we go. As you can see, I messed up. Alright, so this is where we do / fill that spot down to this spot. Down here, okay. Here. Yay! Alright. Alright. Now we gotta do like a thingy. Maybe like one of those thingies. With one of those thingies. And then we just kind of fill in the thingy with this thingy. Maybe we do the thingy on the inside though. Like that. Slash fill. To right about here. Spruce. Blank. There we go. That is a realistic enough, yeah. That works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How's 20 look? Too tall. Alright, bring it down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. That's better. Alright, we'll do boop slash fill from there down to here with glass, and then from here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Slash fill. Boop. Down to here. Glass. Boop. Okay. I'm gonna do a slash fill from here to here. Could be, I guess. I guess just black concrete for now. Slash fill. Glass. And over here. Boom. Slash fill right there down to right here. Glass. Okay. We can work with this, right? This is not looking good at all, but that's fine. You know, there's a lot of room for growth. Slash fill right here. Okay. To I guess right there. Water. Okay. And I'm thinking we make sand as our ocean floor, so let me get like some sand. Hello, Mixty. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Been a long while. It's been a little bit, yeah. Hope you're doing well. It is good to see you, though. Right here with sand. Okay. Couple of small spots. Maybe right here. We're gonna break out all that really quick. And I'm gonna do magma. And I'm gonna do like maybe a little bit of stone as well, just to kind of add a little something something. You know what? It's not populating that with bubbles, because we need to come down here. That doesn't look like anything at all, and that's okay. What are you working on? I am working on building every single update in Minecraft. So, right now we are on 1.13, which is Update Aquatic. We've built 1.12, which is the World of Color update. You know, we'll just go all the way back, but you know, you'll see Frostburn update, 1.9 the combat update. That's not exploration update. What is that called? I don't remember. The update that changed the world. Horse update. Horse update. Redstone update. Pretty scary. This one didn't have a name. None of these had a name. 1.1, the addition of super flats. 1.0 with the end, nether fortresses, mushroom islands. Beta. Villages, yeah. Alpha with the nether. And like this thingy. Infdev, Indev, Classic, and Pre-Classic. I can see it, yes. Hello, Orange. Welcome on in. Doing well. My day's been good, though. I appreciate you asking. How do you import the structures in? Some of the structures I hand-built. So, this is actually technically the first structure. It was called the Survival House. And then this is the brick pyramid. Very infamous. Then there were structures like this as well that I also had to build by hand because they're no longer in Minecraft. So all of that you see here, hand built. This back here, there's a command you can do /place structure and then do fortress and it will spawn it in. Fair warning, it'll not spawn in the way you think it will. I still have to tear it out and redo it because it didn't turn out how I wanted it to. But it's there. I built that one. I built those. I think I summoned in the witch hut, so that one I didn't have to build. I summoned those, the ice spikes. I summoned the end ship and the fossils. I couldn't do it for the woodland mansion, so I'm gonna have to copy paste that somewhere else. But yeah, there's a lot of things that you can just copy paste at least. Can you see this? I was gonna ask if you can see something, but like actually it's a question. Oh, I haven't seen any question if it came through. But you're free to ask any questions that you'd like. All right. I didn't know you could do that with commands. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with commands. I don't even know all the limits yet, but I love messing with commands when I have time. I think we kind of do like this sort of deal right there, maybe. And then maybe right here. We could do /place feature shipwreck. No, okay, it's not a feature. Is it a structure? Shipwreck? Yes. Where'd it go? Why did it place it there? That's not what I wanted. Can I? Okay, well. I will have to mess with that another time. I'm not gonna mess with that now. I can, like you said, world edit. I don't have world edit on this file yet. I need to get it because it'll help me finish the islands. But I'm really lazy. But yeah, you could technically do a world edit, and it would work pretty good. Recently, 2 days ago, I've been learning how to build Gothic cathedrals. So difficult, but it looked amazing. That's awesome, dude. Cathedrals are beautiful, both in real world and in Minecraft. I've never done a cathedral in Minecraft, but they're so intricate. They're so imposing, and yet they're very. They're not like yelling out to be seen, I guess. So like especially if it's like in a city setting, you may not see the cathedral immediately, but the second you do see it, you kind of, your eyes get drawn to it, but it's not begging to be seen. It's not the first thing you always see when you walk into an area, which is kind of cool. It's 400 blocks tall, the one I'm making. Oh my goodness. Well, that is insane. Really cool, though. That'll take a while to build, too. But it'll be cool. That. Oh. I'm gonna go see you later. Alright, see you, Orange. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Pretty dumb way to learn it, but hey, I'm having fun building it. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're having fun, that's all that matters. You know, this project has had me pulling my hair out a little bit. It's not like hard building or anything either. I mean, all I'm doing is just trying to emulate Minecraft to some degree. And that's not hard. But it has challenged me to get a little creative at times, because sometimes sometimes it doesn't, it will never turn out the way you want it to. You know, I really wanted to build, I really wanted to have all of the, I really wanted to have all the ocean monument in one of my builds, but an ocean monument is so big that I had to figure out something else. So I just kind of scaled it down a bunch, and it doesn't look great. But there are like some things, like for example, this I had to get creative, because building a floating island in the sky that is made of water is just not feasible. Fish tank 1.13, yes, absolutely. You got it, Snacks. Also, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. Did you see hashtag general? Yes, I did. She told me that. But Gus didn't want to accept my answer. All I'm saying is, I asked her when I first met her. I asked her what she preferred, because because I saw that she typed her name out differently than everybody else did. And I was like, huh, interesting. And, yeah. So that's how I knew. But, you know. I will let Gus eat his words at some point in time, hopefully. What's 1.14? I forgot. 1.14 would be the Pillage and Village. Is it Village and Pillage or Pillage and Village? Village and Pillage update, I think. That would have, you know, villagers, pillagers, all that stuff. 1.15 Buzzy Bees. 1.16 Nether update. Yeah, the Cave and Cliffs update 1.17 and 18. Wild update 1.19, and the more recent updates, Trails and Tales and Tricky Trials. I remember the day 1.8 came out. Oh wow, I really hardly remember. 1.8 or beta 1.8? 1.9. Okay, this is 1.8. Yeah, Ocean Monuments. Boop. I didn't get like anything at all here. I kind of want to redo this island in its entirety, but this was, I believe, 1.8. I think. I just remember rabbits being added. I think. Yep, that was 1.8. Sandwiched between the update that changed the world and the most controversial update, 1.9. You got in like at peak Minecraft, in my opinion. That's awesome. That is actually awesome. I just started with Kit because that's how I first saw it. I only saw Kit with you. That's fair. I'm the only person, as far as I'm aware, that knows, or I was one of the few people at the time who knew that that's what she preferred, but it's exclusively because I asked. Had I not asked, I probably would have fallen in line with everybody else, but I was just really curious. / place feature coral. Do we have coral? Can we not place coral? You can place trees. You can place blackstone blobs, cave vines. You can place a bonus chest. But, you know what you can't do? You can't place coral, it seems. Why? I don't know. But you can't. Let me just... Seriously? None? Huh. Patch. Grass. Water lilies. No. Seagrass. Spore blossom. I don't... Not just cave vines, but cave vines and moss. Yes. Yeah. Why not coral? Why not coral? I'm kind of dumbfounded on that. I'm not gonna lie. I'll just put some sea pickles down there because I don't want to mess with it. I was still playing 1.7.10 even when 1.15 came out. Modded 1.7.10 was the most fun thing ever. Oh, okay, that's fair. I was gonna ask why not update, but I definitely get it. Modded, going from 1.7 took a while before the mods ever followed along, so that makes sense. This doesn't need to be big or anything, but I want to still do it. Bruce underscore planks. Okay. I googled it. Someone on Reddit asked this question 2 years ago. That, for some reason, does not surprise me. I was gonna ask if you'll use /fill instead. I do like /fill. That is one of my favorite commands. This is like the most bad, I think, build I have on this world so far. That's okay. It'll look really cool once I have a shipwreck in there. Ugh. Find supposed to replicate vanilla. Exactly. Exactly. That's what we'll blame it on. That's what we'll blame it on. I'm actually gonna be wrapping up soon, Snacks, but I appreciate it. Thanks for popping in. And go get some sleeps. We built 3 updates. If you look at it that way, like I built this, I built that, and I built that. So I built things. They'll be updated. I may start doing some of this off stream just to get it done a little bit faster, but it's not terrible. I know exactly who we're gonna raid. And we're gonna do it on Twitch and YouTube. Yeah. I had to catch myself for a second. I was like, do I mean what I'm about to say? I think I do. So let me. Come on. Maybe I gotta refresh the page. Have fun, yes. Everybody have fun. Customize. Redirect. Boop. Boop. Okay. YouTube, you are primed. We're gonna go say my friend Kit. She's back after a long eternity of being away. And I think it would be really nice to welcome her back to Twitch and YouTube. So hop in the raid, get some free channel points, meet, dare I say, the best streamer along the way. And I will see you guys again come around Monday, I think. Sound good? Hopefully. You guys don't have much of a say on that. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.